Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. In the last video we climbed Death Mountain Trail and visited Goron City, the home of the Gorons. We took a brief trip back home to Kokiri Forest where we met with our good friend Saria, and she taught us a brand new song for our Ocarina. We then used that song in order to pull the leader of the Gorons, Darunia, out of his little slump, and then he let us know that if we go to the Dodongos cavern, clear out all the enemies, he will then give us the spiritual stone of fire, Goron's ruby. We will be doing that in this episode. However, we are going to be first returning to the graveyard to grab some bugs in order to get a golden Skulltula that is right outside of the entrance to Dodongos cavern. This is my favorite place to get bugs, as I've said in multiple videos. You just have to spin attack this grass, pick up this rock, and sweep up the bugs. Now that we have the bugs safely inside of our bottle, I will see you guys on Death Mountain Trail. Now that we are back on Death Mountain Trail, we're just going to be avoiding these red Tektites in order to get back to the entrance of Dodongos cavern very quickly. Outside of the cavern, just directly to the right of it, there is a little patch of dirt. We can drop these bugs in, and they will reveal a golden Skulltula. That will be our next golden Skulltula token. Now we will enter Dodongos cavern. The first thing you will notice is a bombable wall, so we just have to pick up this bomb flower, pull out our shield in front of it to drop the bomb, and then run back so we do not take any damage. Upon the destruction of this wall, we will see our first overview of the main area of Dodongos cavern. First thing you guys will notice is there is a lot of lava here, and lava of course is bad for things that are wooden. Navi even points it out here. It looks like there are many lava pits around here, so watch your step. Wooden things, such as our shield, will burn if touched by fire, so we can run around in this lava for a little bit of time, but if we get hit by any sort of fire enemy, then the shield will burn up and get destroyed. You guys may want to consider switching to the Hylian shield here. The one downside to that, however, is that it only allows Link to bend over and hide under it like a turtle. I'll show you guys right now. I'll demonstrate this. Link just bends down and hides behind it. You can shake his little booty if he wants, but there's no way to have the shield out in front of you like you do with the Deku shield. So I personally prefer the Deku shield over the Hylian shield for this reason, but it's definitely an option if you guys want to have it. This chest gives us the dungeon map, which allows us to see all the areas in the dungeon. On this side of this room, there is also a little business scrub over here, and if you defeat him, he will offer to sell you a new Deku shield for 50 rupees. Now that's 10 rupees more than it costs in the forest, but if you need the shield right away, you can come here and buy it. My goal is not to let the shield get burnt, so I'm going to do my best to not let that happen. You might notice this new enemy here in the middle. This is a Beamos. He shoots the beams at you, and the only way to defeat him is to throw a bomb at him. Speaking of bombs, we're going to pick up this bomb flower and run it around this Beamos to this bombable wall. Throw it to get some good air and hide behind the shield so we don't take any damage. There we are. In this room you will notice some brand new enemies. These are the baby Dodongos. If you hit them, they will actually explode and they jump at you, so be careful about that. You can see that one's going to start flashing now and they are going to explode. We're going to use them, however, tactically in order to get into this bombable wall. Just hide here in the corner, defeat it when it comes over, run away so we don't take any damage, and we can get back here. In this room there are 3 keys that can fly into the torch to become fire keys, and if those fire keys touch your shield, they will burn it. We can just take them out with a distance, however, using the slingshot item, and then defeat the gold Skulltula and pick up our next token. We're going to be continuing on this way, doing our best to avoid taking damage. Over here are some Armos statues. We can just go up to them and move them onto the switch here to keep it pressed down so we can walk through the door. Might need to pull him one more. That looks good. Link just wants to jump down. There we go. And now we can pull him over. You see, if we step on the switch and then step off of it, the door will close again. So we need to pull this Armos to step on top of it. There we go. We can now go through this door. 2 keys here, you can just kind of ignore them if you run by fast enough. This room, there are 2 Lizalfos enemies that will take turns attacking you. I like facing this one first. If you pull out the Deku Sticks, you can actually do massive damage to these guys, because the Deku Sticks deal more damage than a normal sword. All you have to do is jump slash them, and then bend down with the shield, and do the crouch stab method to boost your damage. Like I said way back at the start of the series, if you do the crouch stab move, it actually copies the damage of your last attack. So since that was a jump and slash with the Deku Stick, it saves that damage value until we swing the sword normally. We have to wait for the Lizalfos to come over to us, but when they do, we can just take care of him. Last one, we're going to go ahead and meet him over here on this platform. Once he decides to jump over, all we're going to do is crouch him. Now that we've crouch hit both of them twice, the door will open and we can run through. There's a bombable wall right here. We're going to need to grab this bomb flower here to open it up. Run over to it and drop it. Inside of this room there is a business scrub that will sell you a Deku Stick for, I believe it is 20 rupees. 15 rupees. Very expensive, and I accidentally bought one. Didn't mean to do that. That's okay though. You're going to need to use the Deku Stick to light places in this room on fire. You can either go here and just kind of run through the room, but I prefer to go through and clear out all of the enemies first. These are the big Dodongos, so just like their young counterparts, upon defeat they will blow up. There are 3 of them in this room, if my memory serves me correct. Have to wait for them to start blowing their fire, or you can sneak around and hit their tail. I'm using the jump slash storage technique with the crouch stab to defeat them in a very, very quick amount of time. Now we can pull out the Deku Stick over by this torch and light the 3 smaller torches on fire. I always recommend slashing your sword after lighting a Deku Stick on fire in order to save it. This next room has a switch, just have to press that to unlock the door on the other side of the dungeon. Cross through the main section now in order to get over there. Inside of this room, you'll notice there are an absolute ton of these bomb flowers around. We're going to deal with those in a second, but first we're going to open up this door. Now that it's open, we can just run directly through into this door. Here are some Armos statues, but if you get too close to them, they will actually activate and start attacking you. The best way to defeat them is to get a bomb, place it behind it, wake it up, and then let it go near the bomb, because it will then blow up. Armos are a lot like the other enemies we've seen in this dungeon, in which upon their own demise, they will try and take you with them by blowing up. We can open this chest here, and it will give us the compass. Back outside in this room with all the bomb flowers, we can pick up the bomb flower on this side, place it in between these 2 to create a chain reaction that will cause these stairs to fall down. Now we can climb up the stairs. The best way I think to do it is just to backflip, because otherwise Link will have to do the climbing animation each time. We're going to go up and to the right, because this will allow us to get to the next area, as well as get a brand new Skulltula token. There's a regular skull to the right here. We're going to need to equip our slingshot. We're going to have to defeat both the regular Skulltula and the golden one. Climb up these vines, we can get the next token. Through this door are some fire keys, which, as you know, if you let them touch your Deku Shield, they will burn. And so we're going to go ahead and take them out like this. Additionally, there are some of these Armos I was talking about earlier. We need to defeat them in order to get access to up here. We're just going to go ahead and sneak the bomb behind this one. This is actually the only real one. All the other ones are fake, so if we pull this one aside, we can climb up the ladder. And we can go through. This room is actually above the main room of the dungeon. More fire keys, however, we want to make sure we don't let them burn our shield. Gonna take this one out as well, see if we can aim for it. Perfect. This room is filled with a bunch of spike trap enemies. If you walk through their line of attack, they will just shoot across and damage you. Now we suggest we use L targeting to look in the proper direction to properly get through this room. Up here there is a bombable wall, and in order to get rid of it we need to change our position. Jump over here to this platform, open this chest to get some rupees, and then use the bomb flower to blow it up. I recommend holding the bomb a little bit so you don't have to properly land it on that ledge. If you let it cook in your hand, it'll blow up as soon as it gets near it. Once that is done, we can just jump and climb up here. Inside of this room there is fire on the platform we need to jump to, so we just have to pull out our slingshot, hit the I switch, and go across while the fire's down. More of the little baby Dodongos pop up. We're proper, we can just roll right by them, take a little bit of damage. Here we have another fight against two Lizalfos. The arena is much smaller this time, but you fight them the exact same way. I suggest using the jump slash. Wait for them to come over here, and then you can just crouch stab them. You can only hit once per time, because they will try and run away the other times. For some reason they're both on the same platform. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. There's the brave one. Down he goes. We're going to go ahead and just meet this guy over on his own platform. Some recovery hearts over there if you guys need them. That's dangerous. Have to roll jump over here. Take a little bit of damage unfortunately from the lava, but it's okay. Our shield will not burn because of it. This room has another eye switch, so we just have to go ahead and hit it. This is actually two sequential eye switches because these fires are run on different loops. Over here is the second one. Just have to hit them both to lower the fire, jump across both of the platforms. Inside of this room, you'll notice the big chest up here, which allows us to get the item for this dungeon. The bomb bag. So this bomb bag allows us to carry our own bombs. We don't have to hold the bomb chews. So this will allow us to carry our own bombs. We don't have to pick up the bomb flowers anymore. Right now we're only able to hold 20, but like most items, we're able to upgrade the amount. We can run over here now. And this will put us to press this I switch, which will allow us to get back up here if we ever need to. If we go ahead and read this sign, it'll tell us, Giant Dead Dodongo. When it sees red, a new way will be open. That is a very cryptic hint that tells us We need to place bombs inside of the eyes of the big Dodongo in order to get a new pathway to open up. I'm gonna go ahead and run over here to see what's behind this wall, because if you guys look at the compass, there is a chest. Some rupees, nice to have. What you have to do is go to these places and drop the bombs inside of the eyeball. And then we have to shield to not take too much damage. You can drop them from the bridge, but if you fall down like I did, you can still do this. I backflipped onto the platform to watch the jaw lower. Once the jaw is down, we can just walk right in and find a brand new way to go. You might hear the flapping of wings. That can only mean there are keys about. I suggest pulling out the slingshot in order to get rid of them without them touching your shield. Doesn't look like they'll be bothering me, which is good. We can go up here into the darkness to see this new area. Lots of fire keys in here. One charging directly at me. He will not get my shield today. His friend coming to give him some backup, it appears, also will not be getting my shield today. Accidentally pulled out a bomb. That's okay. We're just gonna... Well, tried to throw it, I guess. Let's see what this room has to offer. There's some blocks in here. These blocks are the ones we can push and pull, just as we learned inside of the Deku Tree. This is the block we're interested in, however, because we need to push this block down. We'll get back to it shortly. We're going to go ahead and see what's through this area, though. This block is what we need to push down in order to open up the way to the boss fight. This is the room where the fire keys were in, so I'm going to go ahead and take those out before I continue with this block puzzle. I believe one is actually charging right at me. Yep, and then his friend is also coming close. Run away! He almost got me. Oh no, he took out my shield. Darn, okay. That's fine. I'll buy a new one in Kokiri Forest, because this boss fight doesn't really need a shield. We should be okay without it. Now we get to see Link run around without a shield, which unfortunately means we cannot do the crouch stab technique. I have enough rupees to buy it off of the business scrub inside of this dungeon, but I do not feel like it is the smartest decision. We're going to go ahead and run back through this area in order to pick up a golden Skulltula. The keys have respawned, as you guys might be able to hear, so we have to be careful if you still have your shield. I don't, so I'm just going to run through. There's a bombable wall right here. We just have to drop the bomb off and do our best to stay out of the way. We have to cook it now, though, because we need to land it properly on the ledge. Alternatively, if you just want to take the damage, you can just stand. Up here there will be an Armos statue. If we defeat this Armos, we will get the ability to get another Skulltula. Got the token, quickly get out of the way, and we can go ahead and head to the boss fight now. If you guys slash open that pot, there can be a fairy in here, and as we learned in the last video, you can put a fairy into a bottle in order for her to revive you when you lose all of the life. Gonna go ahead and swipe her up. Hopefully we can get some life out of this pot. We can. And some bombs. It is time for us now to go and face the boss. Place bombs here. Go ahead and open this chest in the meantime to see what we can find. A few more bombs to take into the battle. Always nice. This boss is a rather large lizard. He is the king, you could say, of the baby Dodongos and the regular sized Dodongos. And what would you name the king of the Dodongos? How about King Dodongo, the infernal dinosaur? King Dodongo will start chasing you, so we're going to do our best to get out of his way. But he is weak to his own technique of using bombs. Then you get to get in here and slash him up a little bit. Quickly get out of the way. You can step on this little slanted part here to avoid taking lava damage, but also avoiding King Dodongo's rage. He's on the opposite side of the battlefield now, so we're going to have to run over there. Throw the bomb. Looks like I missed that time, so he's going to get to breathe fire out. Rounded the corner, like fire does, as we all know. That's how fire works. I'm going to go ahead and use the fairy now for a full health revival. Thank you, fairy. I appreciate that very much. King Dodongo is going to turn around. Let's see if he's ready for a bomb. I think he is. Going to switch to the Deku Sticks now to try and get some extra damage on him. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do the crouch stab technique because I do not have the Deku Shield, and that is the only shield that allows you to crouch at this time. Gonna have to take the inside loop here. King Dodongo's gonna go on a rolling spree. See if we can cut him off and get him ready to take in another bomb. He got it in his mouth. It explodes, coming in with another jump slash. That's going to finish off the infernal dinosaur, King Dodongo. His body will absorb all of the lava, so we can run around here. Of course, a boss will drop a heart container, which will increase our max life to 7. Now we can go right into this portal, and it will take us outside of the dungeon. It's me, Darunia! Well done! Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Dodongos cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure! It will make an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. And that big rock blocking the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone. Only then will I open the cave for you. You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship." You obtained the Goron's Ruby. This is a spiritual stone of fire passed down by the Gorons. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but you've collected 2 spiritual stones. You have one more to find. Brother, you'll keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She will power you up. Hey everybody, let's see off our brother. You did great. How about a big Goron hug, brother? I guess Link's not one for hugs. He didn't hug Sari on his way out of the Kokiri Forest, and he didn't hug the Gorons even after they offered. That's gonna do it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. In the next video, we will be following up on some stuff here on Death Mountain before heading off to a brand new area. Thanks for watching.